Ravenelise TV.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just dampen my hair a little bit with just some water in this spray bottle. And it's just a lot easier to do this hairstyle with damp hair. So usually I would do it right after I get out of the shower, after I'm done washing my hair or something like that. But since I've been out of the shower for a while now and my hair has already air dried, I'm just re-dampening it with this spray bottle. Okay, so now that my hair is damp, I'm going to be taking this Creme of Nature product. It's called Pudding Perfection, and it's just a curl pudding. It looks like this, real thick and creamy, and it just has argan oil and some other really good ingredients in it, which help your curls to form, keep your hair moisturized and healthy, and just help your curls look a lot less frizzy and stuff. So even though I am going to be putting my hair up, I do like to put some type of product on it just to kind of tame my hair a little bit. So I'm just running some of that through my hair, and as you can see, it's kind of just smoothing out my hair. So now my hair is a lot more tame, not as frizzy or anything like that. Next, I am going to take my rat tail comb and create the part for this hairstyle. So since we are doing two puffballs, I'm just gonna do a regular middle part. And since my hair is damp and has the Creme of Nature pudding on it, it makes it a lot easier to part my hair because the hair is not all dry and clumped together. It just separates a lot easier, as you can see. If I were to be doing this on my dry hair with no product, it would be making some terrible ripping sounds as I was trying to separate it, but this makes it a lot better. Okay, so now that my hair is separated to either side, I'm going to be taking this Creme of Nature Edge Control, and this also has argan oil in it, which is really good for your hair, gives you a nice shine and everything like that. So it just looks like this. I'm just gonna dig my finger in there and pick up a little bit of this edge control and rub it between my fingers and apply that to my edges. And I'm dragging it back into my hair because I want to slick my hair down really good, and this is going to help it stay down. So use a little bit more edge control than you normally would and just really drag it back into your hair like this. And you can also take a little bit more and run it along the sides of your part right here as well. Okay, so now one side at a time, just taking a soft bristle brush or a smoothing brush, whatever you like to call it. Just smooth your hair up into the direction that you want it to go. And I like to put my puff balls like right on top of my head right here. So it takes a while for me to kind of get the hair going. And brush it up in the back. And it's just a mixture between using your hands and using the brush to get the placement of your ponytails just right. So take your time. And you can use those little rubbery rubber bands for this, but I actually like to use regular hair ties because I feel like it just gives me a more secure hold, and the bulk of the hair tie kind of helps make my buns look bigger. So I like to use these, and then once I get in the right position, just tie it off really tight. And then on the last go around on the ponytail, I only bring the ponytail halfway through so that it makes a little bun like this, and then I kind of just spread it out and shape it with my fingers. So nothing proper, nothing fancy, just kind of letting my hair do its own thing. And yeah, because I like the little messy look like this, so I just kind of do that little half bun thing and kind of just leave it like that. And you might need some bobby pins to kind of just pin certain things in place how you like it. And sometimes I like to put my buns kind of more on the side, like how I did this time. Sometimes I put them like way up on top of my head. There's different placements that you can kind of play around with and see what you like best. The hard part is over. Now it's kind of just about tweaking it and perfecting it. So my hair is short in the back, so as you can see, it's like falling down in the back. So I do need to take some bobby pins and pin that up, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just take a few bobby pins, smooth it into place. I kind of like to twist this little section that doesn't really fit. And I like to put one bobby pin going this way and one bobby pin going the opposite way, kind of just crisscrossing the pins to make sure that it's secure. So the next thing I like to do with this hairstyle is pull out my little side hairs right here. So all I have to do is grab a little section in front of my ear, like right here, and pull it out. And then just wet my fingers a little bit and twist it into place. So I just wrap it around my finger coil it, and kind of let it do its own thing. And then once it dries, it'll kind of like shrink up and create that cute little curl by my ear. Then sometimes I just leave it like this, just regular slicked back in the front, and other times I like to pull my baby hairs out and actually style my baby hairs. So in order to actually style my baby hairs, I take a old toothbrush, or not even an old toothbrush, just a cheap toothbrush that is specifically used for my hair, and I go back into the Cream of Nature edge control, and I just dip my toothbrush into the edge control, just tap it in there a few times. You don't want to get a whole bunch of edge control on there, just like cover it a little bit, and then just go into your baby hairs and start pulling them out just a little bit, just to get them going. And then you can really go back and smooth them down and style them. And you can go crazy with the baby hairs, or you can be more subtle. It's your own style. Sometimes I like to go crazy and like really do up my baby hairs. Other times I'm just like, let me be normal today. And I don't really even know how to explain the art of baby hairs, because it's just like everyone's baby hairs are different, and depending on what kind of hair texture you have, it's not gonna react the same way to what I'm doing. So you kind of have to just find what products work for you and what techniques work for you, because it honestly is different for everybody. So as you can see, I'm like using the back of my toothbrush to push my hair into place. I'm being extra with my baby hairs today. Why not? And even for me, the whole baby hair situation varies from day to day, because I feel like my baby hairs act differently every day. Like every time I try this, it comes out totally different. But one thing I can say is using a soft bristle toothbrush like this, just a regular cheap toothbrush, and this edge control, this is like a good combination. And the fact that my hair was already kind of damp and already kind of had some product on it really helps to be able to control the placement and get them to like really lay down and not be all frizzy. So these products work for me. This technique works for me. I mean, you kind of just saw what I just did. It's just really simple, just brushing them out and swooping them back. But you guys kind of have to just try it for yourself, like I said, because everyone's hair reacts differently. But if you want a really good detailed baby hair tutorial, definitely check out Alyssa Forever or Forever Flawless. My girl Alyssa, she has a really good baby hair tutorial on her channel where she goes in depth on everything you need to know about styling baby hairs, and her baby hairs are always laid. So definitely check that video out. I'll put that down below. Something that I learned from her video is how to fill in your baby hairs, because as you guys can see, I kind of have some little bald spots in my baby hair. So you can actually take a dark brown eyeshadow and kind of fill that in a little bit to make it look more full. So I'm actually going to do that today. So I'm just going to take this matte dark brown eyeshadow out of this random e.l.f. palette and a little eyeshadow brush, and really lightly just tap that into the spaces where I want it to look like I have more baby hairs and not so bald. And voila, that's pretty much it. So it's just using the Creme of Nature, putting on my damp hair, slicking my hair back with some of the edge control, and then using the edge control to pull my baby hairs out, and then filling in some of the sparse areas with a little bit of eyeshadow just to make it look even more perfect. And this is the finished look. It's just a really fun, really cute hairstyle. I know this hairstyle is not for everyone. It's kind of a little bit more daring or edgy or just fun and silly. So I know that not everyone is gonna be, you know, into this, but I like it. It's my favorite hairstyle to do with my natural hair. It's pretty much the only hairstyle that I do with my natural hair because the length of my hair, like, this just works for that. So I like it. Hopefully you guys like it too. I know you guys have been requesting this hair tutorial for a while, so hopefully this answered your questions. If you have any more questions or hair tutorial requests, definitely leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out Alyssa's video on her baby hair tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!